Hi, my name is AJ, and welcome to Effectively Working from Home Part 3 for Leaders. By the end of this course, you will be able to determine how to maximize your time while working from home by organizing your tasks and scheduling your day, and understand the importance of keeping to your work plan and blocking your personal time and its impact to maintaining a healthy work-life balance. So let's begin by talking about how you should plan your workday. Before you start working, know what your priorities are for the day. Forecast how much time it will take to get everything done and what you will work on if you have extra time. Take a few minutes before you go to bed to plan for the next day. Some people find that they sleep better when they no longer stress about the next day's agenda. But if you find that planning before bed actually keeps you awake, try building your plan a few hours before work, while you're eating breakfast or exercising. Manage your time. Effective time management is essential if you want to continue meeting your deadlines when you're working from home. Organize and prioritize key tasks with a to-do list. This will help you to avoid procrastinating or losing focus by jumping between tasks and adds an extra layer of structure to your day. When you do your planning, consider the following. Do the highest priority tasks first. High priority tasks are very important and must be done as soon as you can. They're often urgent, time sensitive, and critical, and may pose some sort of risk that can cost the business if not completed immediately. The second thing you need to consider is to plan your day around your own natural cycles. Do the work that requires the most effort during the times of the day that you know you have the most energy. Or, if you're a parent and have kids in the house, take advantage of nap time or while they're watching their favorite movie on TV. Third, plan yourself rewards and breaks throughout the day. Have a slice of cake for submitting a report before the deadline, or take 10-minute breaks between each coaching session. Time management itself revolves around choices. You decide what you need to do, when you need to finish, and what tasks you need to accomplish to keep your productivity up. By using the right time management techniques, you become more productive and efficient with your time. You can make better and faster decisions, as well as accomplish more in less time and with less effort. There are plenty of time management techniques based on proven time management best practices. And one of them is called the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique was a method developed in the late 1980s. The technique uses a timer to break down work into intervals, traditionally 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. Each interval is known as a pomodoro, from the Italian word for tomato, after the tomato-shaped kitchen timer. Now look at the diagram on the slide, and let's put this technique into practice. First, go back to your to-do list. Look at the tasks you've written down. Identify which task you want to accomplish first. Of course, if you picked up the tips on how to effectively plan your day from the previous slide, this first task should be a high priority one. Consider how long you think it will take for you to finish the task. An hour, 2 hours, maybe half the day. Doing this step is important so that you have your own personal deadline to work against. Having this deadline will also add to your motivation because if you finish earlier than the time you've given yourself, you know you can reward yourself with a treat. So after picking the task, set the timer for 25 minutes or 30 minutes if you prefer, then get to work. Do not set your timer longer than 30 minutes. This is because it's been proven that the more time you spend on doing a single task without taking a break, the shorter your focus becomes as the minutes draw out. Stop when the time is up, record your progress, and take a 5-minute break. After your break, get back to work. Continue to work on the task by intervals. If you're still working on the same task after the fourth Pomodoro, take a longer break, about 20 minutes. Get back to work until you finish the task. Remember, if you finish the task before your deadline, give yourself a treat. Once you've come back from break, pick the next task and follow the same steps as you did before. Keep going until the end of the day. Eventually, you'll start to notice your to-do list getting shorter and shorter. Now, we understand that this technique is not suitable for everyone. We don't all work the same way, so we don't all face the same time management issues. But there are a lot of techniques and methods you can use. So do your research, try each one out, and pick the one that allows you to be more productive throughout the day. Now let's talk about how to balance work and life in this work from home setup. Work-life balance is always a tricky thing to achieve, and working from home can make it even more challenging. When home becomes a place of work as well, the lines between the two can easily blur. It is important to work when you say you will. It's also equally important to give yourself time off when you've promised it. Don't extend the workday far beyond what you've planned at the risk of burning yourself out. Keeping professional and personal time compartmentalized also helps you be productive while you're engaged at work and helps reduce stress when you're off work. So how do we separate our work life from our home life? Let me give you some recommendations. First, practice having an end of work ritual. You need to have an activity that marks you are ending your workday when working from home. This can be as simple as logging off all work-related apps or tidying up your workspace. Remember, you're still working from home. Or turning off the lights in the room you are using. Another recommendation is to control yourself from checking your emails after you're done for the day. Unless you are working in emergency services, there is rarely a message so urgent that can't wait until the next day. And avoid multitasking. We're all guilty of this, and it becomes even more of a problem when working from home. It can be tempting to throw a load of laundry in the machine, tidy up around the house, or wash the dishes while you're working. But it's more distracting than it is helpful because your focus gets divided into the 2 or 3 tasks you're doing simultaneously. So when you're working, keep yourself in work mode. Now let's recap the key points of this session. Begin your day as you would if you were going to the office. Have a to-do list. This programs your mind to focus on getting your tasks for the day completed and helps you zone out the distractions of home life. To meet your productivity targets, aim to complete all of the tasks you've set out to do. Always keep your manager updated and maximize your breaks by using them to re-energize, refocus, and reward yourself for tasks you've completed. Know that GUS values your contributions as employees, but also recognizes the roles you play in your family. Working from home allows you to continue to contribute to GUS's growth and success, and to also take care of your loved ones and look after their welfare. It is a delicate balance that requires focus, practice, and mindfulness. Remember, we will only succeed if we manage ourselves and our time with integrity and transparency. That concludes our session. As you all go back to your tasks, think about which of these recommendations and tips you can do right now to make your days working from home more productive. Thank you for joining me today, and see you in the next learning session.